Alright, so 2023 is almost over, which is kind of crazy to think about. A lot of different things have happened. I released my first album, I had my first gig, and now that I'm back, since we're in December and it's the Christmas season kind of, I thought I'd get a bunch of different Christmas things and make a beat out of them. Got a Santa hat, so I'll just put it on. So first of all, I got this door knocker. It has a bunch of these sleigh bells. It's better than getting like one of those giant sleigh bell stick things that'll cost like, what, 20 bucks? This was like $3 something. I got some candy canes in here. I got a peach flavor candy cane. I don't know how that tastes. Probably affects the sound in some different acoustasonic way. And of course I've got some Christmas baubles fresh off the Christmas tree. The only problem is I don't have any specific melody making sound. There's nothing here that really makes a pitch. Enough of me talking, I'm gonna get straight into recording all of these sounds and see what I can make up with them. I thought, what better place to record Christmas sounds than next to the Christmas tree? Also, forgot to mention, I just found out that I have Christmas wrapping paper that I can use to like tear up, whack around, and see what sounds I can make. So let's go. I was just about to pack up, but then I realized I could make another sound from this Christmas wrapping paper that'll actually serve as the melody instrument that I've been looking for. Look, if I take this out, don't need that. I can make like a boom whacker kind of thing. Alright, so I've just pulled up Logic Pro, and as you can see, I've arranged all the raw tracks into the sampler here. I'll just go through them really quickly. We've got a bauble sound from me hitting the baubles together. Second bauble sound. You can see I've actually got some EQ. I've just removed the bass. There were some rumbling bass sounds, so I just made sure to remove that and clean it up a bit. Then I've got a candy cane snap, another candy cane snap. I've just hard panned those wrapping paper tube when I was hitting it. And that's got a few pitch frequencies that I really want to highlight with some EQ later. Then I've got a wrapping paper when I was hitting it. I just decided to make that a snare. Wrapping paper riser as I was slowly ripping the wrapping paper. I'm gonna really make a high pass filter slowly go off with some automation to really get that riser feel going. I've got the short wrapper paper, so that's just ripping the wrapping paper a second time, but just shorter. I'm gonna pitch it up a bit and make it a little hi-hat, shaking the sleigh bells. And then I tried to highlight one of the tiny little chimes, just one of those little chimes, just to get it down to make it as like a percussive element, or it could also just be like a kind of melodic element. Let's get straight into some EQ. What I want to do here with the wrapping paper tube. So I want to get rid of those harsh percussive frequencies that you're hearing, just so it highlights more the actual notes. So I'm just gonna pull up one of these and see where it's hitting the most. I think it's around this area, so I'm just gonna cut that, widen the cue a bit, so that's just dampened the percussive feelings a bit more. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make a beat and start recording. Alright, so I'm back after tinkering around with the beat, seeing what works and what doesn't. I've actually added this kick drum instrument as well, just from the hitting the wrapping paper sound and pitching that down a bit, so if I just went... And then I've just done a bit of EQ to highlight the bass frequencies, remove a bit of the treble frequencies, and then once you play a bunch of notes at the same time, it really highlights that punch of the kick drum, and then you get a pretty convincing kick drum, I would say. Here's a quick preview of the beat so far. I've actually added some overdrive on the wrapping paper hitting chords kind of instrument, just to fatten up those notes and make them really pop through. I've also sent a bus into some reverb just to get more of an ambient sound going. I haven't really written a chord progression for this instrument yet, so what I'm thinking of doing is hopping on my electric bass guitar and just playing around and see what comes out, because I do want a bass guitar on this song. I think it'll suit the vibe of what I'm trying to go for. I actually like this little bass riff I've got going right now, so I think I'm just gonna go record it. Alright, so I've pretty much finished the beat. There were a few instruments I didn't really get to use fully, but it doesn't really matter. Leave a like if you guys want to, it'll really help me out, and without further ado, here's the beat.